Welcome back in, everyone. This is episode 23 of the 1950s survival, going from $0 to $10 million. Long ways to go there, but hey, we're getting there. Just got done liming up this field over here off to the left. Now we got to do the next stage to it, which is, I believe, planting, then roll the seeds down, something along those lines, maybe a little fertilizer mixed in there. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know we are going on to the next stage there. Also, we might get another planter as well. That way we can speed it up. Last episode, we were working on efficiency, and we got a lot more tractors now, but we still only have one planter, so we're going to need to do something there. There's one big issue with planting that new field, and that is it's not planting time. I mean, we can look here and see that it is not planting time. So we're going to have to wait all the way up until September to plant. We're going to end up planting barley over there. That way we can get a lot of food in for chickens moving forward. Now, until then, what else do I got to do? There's logging, maybe even some grass harvest. Let's check on our grass field. Looks like our grass field is ready to harvest next month, and that kind of makes me think, hey, maybe I should harvest up some other grass. And there's this little section over here that we was harvesting previously. I don't know if the meadow grass grows back up to its original state like this over here. I don't think it does. I haven't seen it go from being freshly mowed to this state right here. Not seen it. Once again, flying our 1951 year style drone here, and I'm seeing I've already got a bunch of trees down on the ground. I believe they're cut up to 9 meters long. Let's go through, pick them up, get them sold off, see how much money we got. Maybe we're going to end up wasting this month away doing nothing but sleeping. It didn't quite give me the notice of, hey, it's full, but it's full enough for me. There's also a lot more on the ground over there. We'll end up picking up at a later point. Let's get this sold off, go ahead and sleep into the next month, because we're going to have plenty of money. We probably got plenty of money right now, and I definitely need to get used to using these roads, because all these fields being out here, I cannot be driving a straight shot to the sell point anymore. And I sell that load of logs off right there, and that's going to give us $22,811. That's taking our total up there in the top right to $37,704. I'm going to get this back out there to the forested area, and then we're going to go ahead and go to sleep, and then mow this grass field off to our right. Running over here to the house super fast like Clark Kent. Yes, of course I do use super speed like that. I really love it. I am noticing that we are about to harvest our oats. Looks like we got harvest time next month as well, besides just the grass field. So quite a bit of stuff harvesting here, and I'm pretty interested to talk a little bit more about the harvesters. I'll see y'all next month. Sun's not quite up yet, but we're here in July now, a little after 5 a.m. I want to start early, get it going. Time is against us on this series. Kinda, a little bit. But oat field here ready to harvest. That's looking pretty good. Excited to see how much we get off of that. Not sure what we're going to turn it into. If we turn it into anything, it's got to be flour, I think. That's the only thing. And then our grass field is ready to harvest as well. Now, let's look again some sort of harvesters in here. I should probably start up the grass field first. Let me start that up before we buy a harvester. Got 2 mowers off and going over here. I guess I could purchase 2 more mowers because we do have 2 more tractors available, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because those other tractors will go through with the forage wagon picking up the grass. Now we're going to go ahead and look at getting a harvester. Now someone did recommend a pull behind harvester out there that is available, and I think I'm going to stay away from that for right now. I'm looking for a little bit more faster progress now. I actually had some hard times getting back on this file just now. It was actually pretty scary. I thought I was about to lose the whole entire series. So a few things we talked about previously was these harvesters. Then someone came through saying, hey, try out that pull behind, which is actually a pretty good idea for 1950s, but I'm not sure how well that would work as far as me doing this myself, because I believe with the pull behind one, either it dumps on the ground or you need to dump it into a trailer, which can cause a little bit of an issue when I'm trying to do this by myself, but a hired worker should do the job. Anyways, we're just gonna go with this international 1-for-1 right here, keep it somewhat out of the lizard realm and something a little more realistic. I did the research on this. This was around in the 1950s. I'm happy with that. We're going with it. Now, wheel setup. What in the world? I didn't even know that was a thing. What does that say? Niche? Hold on. What is that? I don't see it changing anything, but it's costing $2,000 extra. What in the world is it changing? No idea. We're just gonna go standard here. 75 horsepower, manual, 1800 liters capacity. Let's buy that. $13,000. And then on top of that, we got to get the connection to the front there. That's going to cost a little bit. I guess we have an option for sunflowers and corn. I don't know if we'll ever get into that. We probably should. I think that'd be a good idea. But this is the one I need right here for right now. $3,600. Any extras? Nope, no extras. We're going to go ahead and buy that as well. Little shop delivery fees that's going to pop in there. Something's wrong with that shop delivery mod. I should just remove it and just continue to go up to the store and grab the items. That way I ain't got to pay the extra. Oh, well, it's fine. We'll do a little shop deliveries, pay them a little extra because, you know, these prices are definitely inflated for 1951. Well, you know what? This harvester might not be, but some of the other stuff is inflated out there. I know that for sure. This is actually a pretty good size header and everything on this. I think it's going to work out pretty good. I might knock this out myself. I don't see any reason not to. I'm kind of tired of doing forester work, so let's knock this out. Now, swath dropping. Not sure if this is going to drop swath or not. I would hope so. though, and yes it is. Looks like it is. That is awesome. And we're running 5 miles an hour. I do got a mod to crank that speed up. I probably will crank it up here in a second. I just wanted to say it's coming out pretty good. It's getting full pretty fast as well. A little over 10% now. Yeah, no, that's going. It's going up there. Let's keep it going though, and see how much harvest we get off of here. Finally full here, and I believe I got crop destruction on, but with these tires being so narrow, I don't think it did any damage there because I was not paying close enough attention. Accidentally drove into the crops just a little bit, but it's getting the job done. Let's go ahead and get this emptied out. I'm gonna end up having to buy a trailer, I believe, but oh well. Let's see what kind of trailer I get though, because I'm kind of interested. Am I gonna get something that runs with the tractor or something that runs with the pickup truck? Not sure. Here's one I'm gonna go with. I got all the trailers unlocked, but I was sorting through them trying to find one that was within the dated range. There's a few others out there probably, but you know, I like this one. It's gonna hold 4,000 liters. It's dated for 1949, so we're kind of within that dated range. But the reason the trailers are unlocked is because those dates really didn't line up too well. Let's go ahead and buy this though, $3,350. Now, I don't know if the pickup truck will run this or if I need to use a tractor. We'll just go ahead and grab a tractor real quick. Oh, hey, looky there. It turns out I actually got a trailer already. Forgot all about that. That trailer, I believe, is set up for bells right now. That's why there's straps in there. Should have just used that. My bad. Looks like this trailer's going to work out pretty good. The first full harvester load right here for only 44% of it. That's nice. Now, I'll go ahead and turn that tractor off, leave it there, get back out there on that field, harvesting, continuing away. One thing I see being a problem that I did not even think of or expect was this is a very, very wide drop on this swath right here. So I don't think a regular down is going to pick it all up. I think we're going to have to go down and back to pick up each one of these swaths. No big deal there, I guess. I'm going to have to do it myself anyways because I did not set this up on a worker. Now, you may notice I am using the GPS. For 1951, the GPS mod would be a rope tied to the wheel and a block on the pedal. Harvester's full, trailer's full. We got a little bit left to harvest. Let's get some sort of silo in now and get that stuff dumped out. Keeping with the older style and stuff like that, I think I might be going with this one right here, $11,000. And I'm trying to keep with that European looking style as well, I guess, because no man's land is considered in France. And I don't know, just all over the place. It's going to be kind of hard matching stuff up with years and everything like that as far as buildings. But $11,000 here, or I can come over here to the no man's land one for $8,000. Obviously, that looks old and rustic, but it should be something that's new in 1951. It should be something that's old and rustic in present day. So I think I'm going to try this out. Plus, on top of this one, it gives storage as well, because I'm assuming not all of that is going to be the 2 million liter capacity. This is a silo used to store crops. I think it's going to work out pretty good. Now, I do want to end up getting a production in and turning those oats into something else besides just selling. And I'm going to put it in right over here. We got our field over here to the left, new field over to the right. I think it's going to fit in right here. If you look a little closer, there's a little archway right there. I believe this is part of a building pack of some sort, and something else should go with it somewhere in there. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting whatever that other thing is that goes with it in there somewhere, but just in case I do, let's line it up to where it can fit in there. So for example, that's going to go right there. I'm going to even it out to the road, and I'm assuming the silos through this gateway right here, or doorway. There's a door there, and then there's a door there. That would make me think, hey, that's where it's going to be. Let me do a little paint texture here, get some gravel in, and we're good to go. Got this all put in here, did a little smoothing over here because it kind of built up a little bit. I'll do a little more touching up as I need to. Let's go ahead and check this place out, see exactly what it looks like. I was really excited about the whole storage idea of it. That's a big part. I like that. Now, like I said, I think this is where the silo is, and yes, this is where the silo is. A little more storage. Oh, ran too fast right past that. Did turn the trigger points on for a second. A little more storage here. Unload over here, looking pretty good. And then also some more storage over here. So that's going to prevent us from having to buy anything else as far as storage. Could even end up putting the harvester away in here, and it's going to be its permanent home. I'm not 100% sure what all this, oh, well, that's emptying out somehow. I don't know how the heck it's emptying out, but I'm not 100% sure what all this thing will hold here. I'm assuming it would probably hold my straw as well. Looking into it though, to the left there, you can see there's kind of 3 compartments. So in reality, realistically, this thing should be able to hold 3 different things. Now, of course, I don't know what dated age this type of technology is right here, but we're going with it. I did mention a little bit there about it being able to hold 3 different things. With this being a game, you could generally hold a heck of a lot more than 3 things. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go over that 3 limit or try to keep it realistic with that 3 limit. All done with the harvest there. It's time to start getting the stuff put away. I'll try to put the trailer in there and the harvester in there. A little bit of an issue I see possibly is going to be the header. I mean, that door does look like it opens up wide enough for the header. We'll see what happens. But 6,042 liters in oats. I can see that in the bottom right there. That's pretty nice. I like it. Not sure exactly how much that's worth in value of selling off directly right now. We can see that though. That's pretty awesome. In the time saving stock check mod here, we can see right here at the top, we got oats, 6,042 liters. Current value, if I was to sell it off right now at the farm shop, would be $2,731. And we wait to max value, that's going up over $1,000 more to $3,800. $2,689. Now, I did say I want to turn it into something else, and that's going to end up being flour. So we'll end up getting some sort of flour mill type thing in eventually. It's looking very, very close. Let's see if it fits. I don't know if it is. I don't think I have any sort of header trailer or anything for this header. I'm not sure if that was really a thing or a round. Okay, hey, there we go. Looks like the collisions are not on there all the way. Probably should have got this parked in there a little bit better, and I think I can just turn the angle in it. I definitely bumped up against something there, but as long as I get this in there angled, looks like that door might close and not stick anything out. Closing up the door here, let's see what happens. Is that going to stick out? No, it's not. It's actually all going to fit in there perfect. All our harvesting equipment is in there, trailer and harvester, along with the header. Now, there are a few other compartments here that we could put a few things away. I believe all we were missing on space was spots for a tractor and spots for our forage wagons. It appears the pickup width on this wagon is actually wider than the wagon is, and I had never caught that, so this is working out fine-ish. I guess. There's a little bit here and there missed, but it's all good. I'll go ahead and touch that up myself. Just touching up this last little piece I got missed here, and we're all done. 35,280 liters of straw. Now, I don't know if it's going to go in this building in front of me, or if it's going to go in this building to the left of me here for storage and later use. Let's see what we could do with this straw in this building in front of me, which is a production, by the way. I guess there's this old cheaty way in FS22 here where you could turn straw into silage, which is no. I could do it. I'm not going to do it. So we will be storing this straw till later use, probably inside a cow barn for bedding. One thing I absolutely hate on these fields out here is the fact that weeds will grow in. And I wasn't sure exactly what they used in the 1950s, so I did a little bit of research. Apparently in the 1940s and 50s, they was doing a lot of it by hand with hose and rakes and stuff like that. But also they used chemicals. So we may be looking into a chemical route. Let's see what kind of mods we have out there with this whole mod pack that I have available and using. First, we're taking a look here into weeders. Looks like there is some sort of weeder out there that's got a 2-meter wide working width. That's pretty nice. I guess I could kind of simulate the whole doing a manual by hand type thing. I wasn't sure if they actually used a actual weeder like this. I'm not even sure how this stuff would work without even tearing up the crop. I guess you'd have to be very careful lowering and raising bits and pieces where the weeds were. So that is available for us to use. Looks like we got to use it in the first growing stage of the crops. No big deal. $850 for that thing. Also, we'll look into sprayers here, and they already have some 1944 date on that one and a 1950 date on this one. Kind of like this one, 8 meters wide. Wow. Okay, that's 8 meters wide as well. Really just look and see what holds more. And this one holds 3 liters more. This one holds 3 liters less. Also goes slower too. 5 miles per hour on that one, 7 miles per hour on this one. I don't know, just kind of looking up and down. This is a Lizard brand. Not saying it's not real or anything. It's probably real, but this one actually has a name brand on it. Ooh, combinations. What's that go to? Oh, a drum weight. Okay, I see that coming. But yeah, I think we'll give this bad boy a try and some herbicide to go along with it. Another commonly used method that was done quite a bit back then that actually helped contribute or lead to what was known as the Dust Bowl here in America was plowing. Farmers just kept plowing up the fields, plowing up the fields. It was a commonly used thing, and I thought about just going ahead and plowing, and that's something I do quite a bit on the game to help prevent the weeds from growing in, is just go ahead and plow. But I don't think I'm gonna do it this time around. I'm gonna try out something different, work a little bit into that whole weeding stuff. Now, we're not gonna put anything in that field quite yet. I'm not sure when anything is going in that field. Let's take a look at that. Looking into the crop calendar here, I'm kind of almost tempted just to wait till next year. I want to get into that corn or sunflowers of some sort like that. Maybe we won't wait till next year, but also I'm thinking about canola. Canola's a good cash crop kind of, right? We'll see what happens. I think oats would be a good thing to continuously do over there as well. That way I can keep constant income towards flour, but oh well. So we will see what happens whenever we get there. But for right now, I'm going to come over here to this field and help out with picking up the grass. Taking quite a bit of time here, but it is having to back up and all that stuff. I'm sure there's a lot in there, and I only put one worker on the field. That's my fault. I got some other stuff to do. I'm going to go ahead and hire a worker kind of in the middle here, and I did make some adjustments to where they don't have to turn around on the field anymore. So that should help with this turnaround right here, because that's what was happening. Looks like this worker would stop right about there, back up, redo its whole thing, but there's plenty of room to turn around off the field on this field right here. Now, some of the fields I might run into a little bit of an issue with that, and I'll make adjustments whenever I get there. But the reason I want to turn that over to a worker is because we really need to get some more money coming in. $2,500 there in the top right. Let's get back out there to that forestry area, get some more logs sold off. Might have enough on the ground to go ahead and sell off another trailer though before I have to cut more. This is what I got here now that was already on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up these 2 trees off to the left here. I cut them into each other like I showed previously to kind of help out. I'll cut this one heading that way. I'll cut the other one heading back this way. Cut them up in the middle, then bam, load them up. Just got done cutting this down, loading them up down. I see there in the distance in the top left, there's already some logs on the ground. So I guess I really did need to cut this one up because this right here should top off the trailer. I can finally cut through my fields. I got no crops in them. I don't know why I'm just so excited about that. Selling this load of logs off right there for $26,380 plus a 1,552 environmental score reward. Is that our first time we're getting environmental score rewards? I forgot all about that. Didn't even think about that. Might be coming in now because we did our first harvest there, and I'm really surprised to see it's in a positive number. Usually it's in a negative number on my first little bits here and there, but it's positive. I like it. It's awesome. Maybe it's starting to come in now because I did a harvest. I think that's whenever it changed. I can't remember if it was there previously, but looking over here in the grass field, they're getting closer and closer to done. I'm gonna head back out there, go ahead and cut down some more trees, get some more loaded up possibly, or just get some more loaded up, or just leave them sitting out there until a later use, because it's been pretty nice just going out there, grabbing trees, selling them off, making my money as I needed it. Just got the notification workers all done here, and that actually worked out pretty good. I did not realize how well I split that up because that other worker's almost done. Now there's 23,608 liters in this. I don't know what's another one. Should have a lot more. I'm gonna write this number down because I'm really interested to see how much grass we get off this harvest every single time around. Putting away one of the forage wagons over here. I'm going to put the other one in here. I was really hoping there'd be enough room to put both the forage wagon and the tractor in there, but there's not, and that's all good. I'll end up using that little compartment just right over here at the end of the building for the tractors. I'm saying tractors, hoping I can fit two inside here. It's definitely going to be close, but it might work. Grass is all picked up. 115,423 liters of grass in this thing right here. Now, those two trailers combined brings us to a total of 139,031 liters. That is pretty nice. Now, I could just turn it all into silage, but I think I'm actually going to stop that production because I'm not sure what the cows take as far as feed wise in FS22. I can't really remember. It's been so long. I do know in did I say FS25? I don't know what the cows take in FS22, but I do know in FS25 the cows do really good with silage, and I usually do silage, but I was doing silage here just to make a lot of money. Let's hold off on that for right now. We might end up having to mix some silage and hay together to make some TMR for those cows. Looking into the whole making TMR and stuff like that, I guess it takes some hay, I believe. Is that hay? That might be grass. No, that's hay. Okay, I see the colors line up right here. Hey, hey. There we go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. How you doing? No, but we'll go ahead and start making some hay as well because TMR is definitely going to be the best food route. I'm not going to go with this one right here where it takes some mineral feed. I usually don't. I try to avoid that one. We have this option here where it's hay and silage. Then we also have this option here where it's hay, silage, and straw, which we could do that as well, but I'm kind of saving the straw for a different use. I will not turn on the TMR mixing quite yet because I may end up having to sell that silage, and that was the original reason I was making the silage. I'm also noticing it's not paying very well. 290,000 liters there of silage. Let's see what that comes out to. If I sold it all right now, $43,000. Yeah, that's looking good. If I wait till max value, 55,000. Yeah, that's pretty good too, but I'm really not liking it compared to how much I'm getting from these trees. I should have probably parked this one first. It's definitely a tight fit trying to get in there now with that other forage wagon already parked in there. I can get it in there, either super strength it in there or just park it in there the correct way. I know I could get it. Hey, there it goes. I actually did not have to use any super strength. Did not realize I'd get that, but it looked fine. Yeah, I should park this one first and park the other one next. That way it goes in there, fits in there a little easier. Now, I don't even know why I'm putting away this stuff half the time. I don't like putting stuff away. I really don't, because it's like I'm just going to get it right back out here pretty soon. With all the grass being mowed and picked up over there on that grass field, we got to look into our next step, regrowing the grass. I believe the grass might start regrowing on its own, but there's one way to help that regrow and also get that fertilization yield and all that stuff up there, because right now it should be sitting at 50%, I believe, and you know what, it's not telling me anything. Ooh, I don't like that, but it is telling me one thing. It's saying pH value is good for the lime, nitrogen is okay. Let's take that pH value up from good to perfect by laying down some more lime, and then also let's take that nitrogen up from, looks like it's at good now. It was at okay earlier, but we'll take them both up. Before I start liming and fertilizing, I want to make sure this AI worker refill is off. I'm going to go ahead and hire a worker here. Now, the reason I want it to be off this time around is because I don't think I'm going to have to refill it very much. Previously, I had to refill it so much that it made more sense to turn that option on and just buy it for an overrated, overpriced price. Let's see if this 330 liters is enough. It is going down quite a bit there. I might have to refill it a couple times, but at least I won't have to refill it at least 20 or 30 times. The more I drive by this and the more I see this little multi-fruit buying station over here, I'm thinking, you know what, I don't really like this spot for it anymore, because it's just kind of like it's sitting in the middle of the path. I might end up moving it off to the side somewhere eventually, but $480 right there for 400 liters of solid fertilizer. Now that limer does need to be refilled. Looks like it made a one headland around. It's looking pretty good, I'd say. I was going to do the fertilizing part myself, but I'm not going to worry about it. I got some other stuff I need to do here. Let's see if 400 liters is enough, and it's dropping very slow, so that might be enough to finish off this field. I'm really surprised how much lime it's actually using though. second top off on lime here, and maybe I will turn that by fertilizer thing on. The only reason I really don't want to is because I got a fertilizer spreader going at the same time as well, and that solid fertilizer costs a whole lot of money compared to the lime. Heading back in to get our third load of lime here. Looks like the fertilizer spreader is about to pass us. That's all good. Now I did say it's probably going to take 3, maybe 4, maybe I mentioned 4 in there. I do know I said 3, and it's going to be pretty close. It might actually finish on this third fill of lime. $55 right there for lime, and man, that is nice. Real nice, especially compared to how much it blows through whenever I turn it on for buying. I know that it's just a time saver thing. I'm not sure how much I'm losing there though. I'm sure it's a lot. Wow, that was really close. 22 liters left in this thing. I cannot believe that. It's all done though. Let's get it off the field, get it put away, and then looks like the lime's going to be finishing up here in just a second as well. All done here with the lime, and 75 liters left over. You know, it's such a low number, but it's saying there's 22% in there, so that's why I wasn't so shocked and enthused by it like I was that fertilizer spreader. But it does go through 3 tankfuls, really not too bad, and I just have to stop, go grab it, fill it up, bring it back, and $55 per. Yeah, it's looking like a good deal to just do it that way around. Of course it's going to be a good deal to do it that way around. Let me finish getting stuff put all away here, and I believe I'm done with the month. There's something I do want to look at. If I can remember correctly, I think July might be the best sell time for something. There's one thing I love and hate about putting up this equipment on this 1950 series. The one thing I absolutely love is the fact that this equipment's pretty slow, like the tractor, so it makes it easier to back stuff in. I'm not going too fast, accidentally jackknifing or messing up on the back end portion of it. But also that serves as a double-edged sword pretty much, because I hate how slow it goes. Looks like both tractors do fit in here, and is this the tractor I may need? Yes, it is. I may be needing this one because it has the front loader attachment on it. We may be utilizing that here in a second. Let's go ahead and get everything closed up. We're all done here, done with this month, unless I need that tractor out. And we'll figure that out here in the time saving stock check mod. And yes, I guess I can use that right now because July is the best sell price for furniture. I should probably go ahead and sell that off. I mean, the max value is not up there. It's sitting at a total value of $4,780 right now with a max value of $4,996. Not too big of a difference there. It is saying max month. Every now and then this number over here and the value does get a little bit brighter, which I'm looking for this bright green of a color to let me know it's good to sell. Yeah, maybe I should have sold it off at the beginning of the month possibly. What is this, 2 pallets? I'm not going to worry about it right now. I was hoping to have at least 6 pallets. Let's wait around until next year or once that price goes up. It doesn't necessarily have to go all the way up in the max month. It can go up in a different month. It's now 5 a.m. and August, and I should fast forward some time to get a little bit brighter, but I don't think I'm going to do anything in this month. I'm just checking on the fields. We don't have the soil samples over here quite yet for the precision farming. Somebody asked me or said that there is no precision farming back in the 1950s or something along that line. It's part of the mod requirement for this pack, so unfortunately I do have to use it. It's now 6 a.m. here in September, and I did sleep in a little bit longer thinking the sun would be up more, but it should come up here in a minute. It is time to plant. Looking at the crop calendar here, we're going to go ahead and plant some barley in there. I was thinking about going with wheat, that way I could have a swath drop in for some straw, and I don't know, I'm not too convinced quite yet of what I want to do here. Barley will give me more food for the chickens, but I'll lose out on the swath dropping. Also, I'm noticing barley will be harvestable 1 month sooner. Let's just go ahead and go with barley this time around because the straw's not proven to be something so important that I may need. Maybe not. I don't know, but maybe by March we could end up having another field in and I could plant some more oats. We do have that field where I did harvest oats, the one I'm standing on right now. I'm thinking about doing something different that time around, or I can still do oats in at the end. I'm not sure. Grass field is almost ready to harvest. It will be harvestable next month. This month here, we will be getting these soil samples over here and getting the barley in the ground. Let's see exactly how much that's going to cost. I will end up having to buy the soil samples over here and the soil samples over here. Should just get one of those big soil sampler test things. It's all good. Let's purchase that. $4,000 something. Holy cow. Oh, that was almost $5,000. And we got $6,500 here. Ooh, maybe I should really buy one of those things. That is not looking good at all. $17,000 left over. What was that? $4,987 and a $6,562. Ooh, that is not looking good. I am not liking that. And I am not liking the fact that I am all out of time here for this episode, but we'll pick this up next episode. I really do want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. It means a whole lot. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section because they're always welcome. Very much appreciated and very much needed. And until next time, y'all take care.